Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make this really cool flower headband. It's really super easy to make, it's really cute, it has a little button on it, and it makes a great gift. So to make this you're going to need a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook or size G. You're also going to need worsted weight yarn in 2 colors. You're going to need about 175 yards. So I have 100 yards right here for the strap portion, and then I have about 75 yards for the flower. And you're going to have some yarn left over, but you just want to make sure you have enough, so have a little bit extra. The first thing we're going to do is take some measurements. So you're going to need a measuring tape. So take your measuring tape and wrap it around your head where you want to wear your flower. And then take the number that you get and subtract 2 inches from that, okay? And just write that number down, and you need to remember that. So taking the yarn that you want for the headband, you're going to make a slip knot and chain 3. Skip your first chain, and we're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the second chain from hook, and then 1/2 double crochet in the very last chain. So we have 2 stitches right now. Now chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to do 2 1/2 double crochets in each stitch. So increase. So 1, 2, now chain 1 and turn again and do 1/2 double crochet in each stitch for a total of 4 stitches. Chain 1 and turn again, and now we're going to do 2 1/2 double crochets in that very first stitch, 1/2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 1/2 double crochets in the very last stitch. Now you should have 6 stitches. Chain 1 and turn, and 1/2 double crochet all the way down the row for 6 1/2 double crochets. Now chain 1 and turn, and we're going to increase again by doing 2 1/2 double crochets in the same stitch, the very first one, and then 1/2 double crochet into each stitch until the very last stitch, and once again do 2 1/2 double crochets in the very last stitch. You should now have 8 stitches. Chain 1 and turn again, and 1/2 double crochet into each stitch. Now we're going to increase to 10 stitches. So chain 1 and turn, and do 2 1/2 double crochets in that first stitch, and then 1/2 double crochet 1 time in each stitch until the very last stitch. And once again, do 2 1/2 double crochets in the very last stitch. Now you should have 10 stitches. Now we're going to do 4 rows of just straight 1/2 double crochet. So chain 1 and turn, and 1/2 double crochet all stitches. Alright, now we're going to do 1 more increase row. So chain 1 and turn, and then do 2 half double crochets in that first stitch, half double crochet 1 time in the rest of the stitches until the very last stitch. And once again, do 2 half double crochets in the very last stitch. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of math. So remember that number that you wrote down in the beginning? You're going to pull out your measuring tape again and measure what you've done so far. Mine measures 4 inches. So now I'm going to take what I already have, the 4 inches, and subtract it from my other number. So I have 16 inches left to crochet until I have to decrease again and make the other side. So now I'm just going to crochet straight until I reach my 16 inches, and then I'm going to do this backwards to make the other side. And you're going to keep repeating this until your piece of work measures that number that we found. Alright guys, so now I'm going to work the other decrease. So all you're going to do is work the first instructions that you did backwards. So chain 1 and turn. So now we're going to half double crochet 2 stitches together. So yarn over on your hook, insert your hook into a stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over on your hook again, insert and pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. And then simply half double crochet in 1 time in each stitch until the very last 2 stitches. So at the very last 2 stitches, we're going to do another one of those half double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through all loops. Then chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to half double crochet all the stitches, and you should have 10. So just do 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way down. And we're going to repeat this row 3 more times. Alright, for the next row, chain 1 and turn. And then we are going to decrease again. So yarn over on your hook and half double crochet 2 together, half double crochet until the last 2 stitches, and then half double crochet 2 together. Now you should have 8 stitches. So chain 1 and turn and half double crochet each stitch for 8 half double crochets. Chain 1 and turn, yarn over on your hook, half double crochet the first 2 stitches together, and half double crochet until your last 2 stitches, and then half double crochet those 2 stitches together. You should now have 6 stitches. So chain 1 and turn, and do 6 half double crochets, 1 in each stitch. And then chain 1 and turn again, and once again we're going to decrease. So half double crochet 2 together, half double crochet the next 2 stitches, and then half double crochet 2 together. Now you have a total of 4 stitches. So chain 1 and turn, and half double crochet once in each stitch, a total of 4 stitches. And now comes our last decrease row. So chain 1 and turn, and half double crochet the first 2 stitches together, and then half double crochet the second 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn, and then do 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Now grab a pair of scissors and cut your yarn. And then you can chain 1 and pull through. And this is the finished product. And now all we have to do is put a flower on it. You should have big enough holes to put buttons through. The next thing I'm going to do is teach you how to make this really pretty flower. It's super easy to crochet, and you can make it in lots of different colors. So what you're going to do is take your yarn, make a slip knot, and you're going to chain 94 stitches. This may sound like a lot, but you're basically curling it all up like this. So you're going to chain 94. What I do is I'll just chain 4 and then I'll count to 10 9 times. Alright, after you've chained 94 stitches, you're going to skip the very first chain and do 93 single crochets all the way down. After you've single crocheted into all the stitches, we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now chain 2 and skip 2 stitches, not the chains, and single crochet into the 3rd stitch from hook. So you're going to have 3 chains and 2 stitches, and the 3rd stitch single crochet. Now this is what we're going to repeat all the way down. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and single crochet into the 3rd stitch. So chain 2 and turn. And now in that space that we've made, these spaces right here where we've chained 2, we're going to do 5 double crochets. And then we're going to do a single crochet into the top of that single crochet. When you reach the very end, you want to do your single crochet into the top of this. And you want to leave a pretty long tail because you're going to be sewing up the flower. And then chain 1 and pull that whole tail through the chain. Alright, now we are going to assemble our flower. So take a needle, a yarn needle, and thread it onto your long tail, and then take the other end that the tail is not attached to and just curl it up. Just like that. Now what you're going to do is hold on to it and take your sewing thread and just thread it through the ends here, all the way through to the other side, and then pull it through. So here's what I'm doing up close. See all these little ridges? You just take it through. And you still want to leave your long thread because you're going to now sew this to your head wrap. So I like to put mine a little bit off center so that it's on the side of your head instead of like right in the center of your head. So hold your flower in place with one hand and thread it through to the other side. Now hold down this first tier. What we're going to do is sew the first tier down. Just keep sewing around, sewing it down on the inside right here. Alright, so after you've sewed all the way around the bottom, now you want to make this flower flat. So just sew all over the flower and try to hide it to make it sit flat. Now you need to find a button, and you need to make sure that your button will fit through your crochet. So mine fits through. And then find some thread and a sewing needle and sew your button on one edge. So that's how you make a pretty little headband with a flower on it and a button. This is my favorite way to wear it, but of course there are a bunch of different ways. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and have a great day. Bye!